Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the third video, you are going to learn how to add an image to your website. So again, the first thing you need to do is make sure you have your Notepad version open like I have from last time, and you need to make sure you have your web version open, which I do. So let's make sure that's updated. Now, in order to add a picture, the easiest way is to first save it. So let's say we go on Google Images, make sure you type in an appropriate search for your picture. So I've typed in zombie cartoon and I'm just going to choose one right now, and I think I'm going to go with this one for right now. You're going to click the picture that you want. You're going to then click File, Save Image As, and you're going to save it to that folder on the desktop. Make sure it says desktop and find your folder with your name on it. So I'm going to click open. Right now your file name says images.jpg. Let's change it, because if not, you start saving all of these pictures and they're going to be called similar things and it gets confusing. So I'm going to just delete where it says images and I'm going to type zombie.jpg. Make sure it says .jpg. If it doesn't, it's going to mess up on your website. So double check, click save. Pause the video now so that you can go do that. Alright, so you're back. That means you've already saved your picture, that picture that you want for your website, into your folder. So you're going to go back to your Notepad and you want to add the picture to your website. Now it's important where you add it, because if you add it in front of your heading, your picture is going to be in front of your heading or on top of your heading, and that doesn't really make sense. So you're going to want to go underneath your H1, underneath the closing font, and I'm going to press enter a few times, twice, and I'm going to type the following: IMG SRC equals. So IMG stands for image, SRC means source, so where you got it from, and I've named my picture zombie. Actually, let me double check again one more time. I think I called it zombie, yep, zombie.jpg. It's always good to double check. And I'm going to just close it for right now with the little less than sign. I'm going to click File, Save, or Control S. I'm going to go back to my website, make sure it's there, and refresh. And there's your first image. But we've already learned a few things, like how to center something. So I'm going to go back to in front of my image, because that's what I want to center. And inside of the signs, I'm writing the opening center and I need a closing center. So pause the video in order to go do that now. Okay, so some of you are probably wondering, well, this is kind of too small. I want to make it bigger. And maybe you don't want to go look for a different picture. You like this picture, you just need it to be larger. You can resize your image. So you can control a lot of things. So we're going to go back to where it says image source equals zombie.jpg. After the G in JPG, you're going to add a space. You're going to write the word width equals, and let's just start with 300. Actually, let's go a little crazy. Let's see, 600, and then length equals 850. And I'm going to just make this wider so you guys can see it. So I have what we had from before. I just added width equals 600, length equals 850. So remember, width has to do with this and length has to do with this. So let's click refresh, and I think I forgot to press Control S, Control save. So let's try it again. And there you go, you have a bigger size picture. Now, if you don't like the size, you can play around with it. Maybe the width needs to be larger and the length smaller, so let's make it 850. And then let's make this 650, Control S again, and then refresh, and there you go. Now, if you don't like the way it looks because it may look blurry, then I would suggest choosing a different picture. Sometimes some of these pictures are not meant to be very large, and there are lots and lots of options. Like you can type the zombie cartoon or just zombie, as long as the picture is appropriate, and it's going to pop up any second now. So yeah, so something like that would be fine. Or you can do zombie Minecraft, or you can do zombie Hello Kitty. Or you could also do zombie Simpsons or zombie Family Guy, and you're gonna have tons and tons of options for your images. Zombie SpongeBob, Futurama, American Dad, South Park. So there are tons of options. My internet is being super slow, but just to give you an idea. So far, ignore this part, I'm going to delete that. So far you have your images, you resize your font, your type of font, you have a heading, you have a background color, and a text color. So it looks something like this.